guys, it's Jody. Today's video we're going to do something a little bit fun here. I had an idea after seeing one of my fellow artist friends, Kirk Adams. Hi Kirk. He did a bloom with neon colors, all neon colors, and it was just beautiful. And he posted it in the Shelee art group, and I saw it. I was like, oh wow, that would look so cool under a black light. And that's the first thing I always think of when I see neon colors. I have a black light here in my studio just for that very reason. And so I commented, you know, we went back and forth a little bit, and that kind of sparked the idea of doing this video. So thanks, Kirk. It's your fault that this video is happening. But so what I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to do two pieces. I want to do a bloom and I want to do a swipe with neon colors. And there will be a black light involved as well. I'll be swiping and blowing out under a black light. One other shout out I wanted to give before we get started is to my friend Teresa. Hi Teresa. She mentioned to me about the cups that I use, and I'll talk more about it in the video as we go along. But the 3-ounce cups that I was using on Amazon, they changed manufacturers and aren't as good anymore. So I will let you know more about that in the video, but I just wanted to shout out to you, Teresa. Thanks so much for letting me know and letting us know about that. So with that said, let's go get started and have some fun with this black light business. All right, let's get started with this neon fun. The first painting I'm going to do is on an 8x8 canvas. And the pillow I'm going to be using for this one, I might have to use 2 separate ones. This is my Glidden Premium Satin. I only have a little bit left of it on my bench. So this should be enough for this one here. The swipe I'm going to do a little bit bigger. I've got some eggshell. So for now, we're just going to use the satin. And let's see. I did want to mention and I'll show you all the colors as I'm putting them down, and a snapshot is at the beginning as always, but I had a couple people ask me about the containers I use to mix up my paints. And I used to get these on Amazon, and you've seen me mix with these in my mixing videos. These are 3 ounces, and one of my artist friends recently bought a pack, and it came to realize that the company, whatever manufacturer they use, it changed. So they're a bit more flimsy. There's some notches at the bottom. So I took them out of my storefront because they're not what these are, and I don't want to represent something that isn't what I'm actually using. So she found another. It's a smaller one. It's a 2-ounce container instead of 3-ounce. And I bought them because I wanted to see how they were. And they're very similar. They do have a little give, and I like that, especially when I need to pour it out, but they're pretty sturdy, and they don't have any notches at the bottom when you're stirring, and the lid seals really nicely. So I did put these in my Amazon storefront if anybody's looking for containers. These are 2 ounces now, and then I also have a 1 ounce in there that I don't think has changed, but the 3 ounce I took out because the manufacturer changed the quality of it. So having said that, now all the paints that I've mixed with the Infinity Jo Sonja at 3:1. However, there are a few I used Golden High, the High Flow, and I'll show you as we go along. I did add in a little bit of the Bear base in those. Bear base. Just to thicken it up a little bit. And you also get the benefit of Bear, which is nice. And when I say I thickened it up, I just literally, this is what I put just the Bear base itself in without the varnish. And, you know, I literally take probably about that much and just plop it in the paint that I'm mixing, and then mix it up, and it gives it a nice, it gives it a little bit more thicker consistency. If you want more, you can add more of the Bear, but I just needed a little bit, so I wanted to show you what I did. Now, the first color I'm going to put down is the Arteza neon blue. This is the only neon blue I had, and I wanted to get a neon color. The blue, these are Arteza's, if anybody hasn't seen them, these are Arteza's acrylic, pouring acrylic line. They're supposed to be already pre-mixed, and you can just use them, you know, flip cups, whatever you want to. They're too thin for me doing regular acrylic pours, but I really like them putting them in to the Bloom's Technique pouring medium. So I have mixed that up, and this is the consistency. And I did add a little, just a little dollop of Bear in here because it was thinner, and I want them all to be a similar consistency, and I don't want them too runny, because if your paints are too runny, your cells aren't going to hold, and they're going to kind of shift and move around. All a balancing act. All right, the next color I am going to put down is Golden. This is High Flow compared to Golden Fluid, which has a little bit more body to it, and they're in this container. These are high flow, and and they are comparable to acrylic inks. They're very, they're very watery. They're almost like water. So I added my Infinity Joe Sonia pouring medium mix to it, added a couple of squirts of the High Flow, and then I added a dollop of Bear just to thicken it up. You can see it kind of runs off real nicely, similar to the blue. That was a mouthful. But I wanted to get my point across that you can even, if your Infinity, your base is a little bit thicker, you can even use that instead of the Bear if you don't have Bear. Just something to thicken it up. Or if you have the, let's see, I've got a few other options. The Golden regular gel gloss and heavy gel gloss. Any gel gloss will help thicken it up too. I've just been trying out just putting in more of the base just to see how that works out as well. All right, next color. What is my next color? Is going to be Fluorescent Chartreuse, which looks very yellow, but it does have when I mix it up, it does have a tiny green undertone, because they do have a fluorescent yellow as well, but I really liked the chartreuse. So this again is a High Flow. So I mixed this up. I put a little dollop of Bear in here once I mixed it with my Infinity Joe Sonia base, and that's the consistency I got. Right. And the next one is Fluorescent Orange. Again, Golden, the High Flow. Same thing. I added a dollop of Bear just to get it thicker. I'm excited to see this. It could turn out really, really good or really, really bad. But then again, I suppose that's with anything. All right, the next one is Vallejo. This is a fluid now, not a High Flow. The fluorescent pink. And I had this mixed up from a few videos ago still. It's a little bit thinner, but we're gonna go with it. I didn't realize it till the last second, and I didn't want to have to remix it. So we're just going to go and see what happens. All right, and my final color I'm going to put down is, this is Liquitex Professional, the acrylic gouache line, and this is Fluorescent Violet. This is more of a soft body, comparable to a fluid. And that's the consistency. I didn't put Bear in this one or that pink one you just saw. A little bit more. Can never have too much purple. I mean, come on. It's my favorite color. Before I turn the lights back off, I want to show you the cell activators I'm going to use. I'm going to use 2 of them. I'm still obviously using up my cell activator from my video a few videos back. I'm going to put white down. This is the Atelier Interactive Titanium White. Snapshot of it will be at the front of this video. And then I'm going to use copper. And this is, again, the Atelier Interactive Copper. And that's the consistency there. All right, I am going to turn the lights back off, and we are going to blow this out under a black light. I think I'm just going to pour some down there. There's my copper. All right, here we go. This is so cool. All right, to do the modifications, I'm going to turn the lights back on. I thought that would just be a fun angle. Wow, that's really pink. It almost looked better under the black light, but that is so cool. This is fun. All right, let's see here. Got a lot of orange, orangey orange. May not transcribe so well. We're going to find out. It does look fun though. I love the middle in here. I'm hoping a lot of that comes through. I did get a little bit of brown from the copper. It's not very pleasing, but a lot of this in here, which is going to stay, is I think it might turn out all right. This looks really cool. I'm excited to see what this is going to turn out to look like. So I will meet you over at the spinner box. Just want to put just a little bit in the corners here. I don't have a lot left anyway. This looks so cool. If my black light were over here, I would spin it with the black light, but I'll show it again. Actually, nah, I'll show it again once it's all spun out under the black light. Here's what that looks like. Here we go. Oh, wow. That's so psychedelic. Yeah, look at that. This is fun. Still gotta to get a little bit more paint off, but oh my gosh. Oh, I love the colors. This is so awesome. I'm kind of glad I used the copper in there. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it with the, when I blew it out, it was kind of looking a little dirty, but, wow. All right, just moving just a little bit. Another, just a little, oh boy. Can you tell I like this? This is so cool. It's not really moving anymore. I think a little baby spin. I think we're good. I think we are there. All right, there's what that one looks like. I am going to put this over and turn on the black light again, and then I'll do a flyover so you can see the details. All right, if that bloom is any indication how this swipe is going to go, woo-wee. I'm excited. All right, this is a 10 by 10. I'm going to do something, the last two swipes I did it in the middle. I'm going to try and put it closer up here so that I can save more of these cells, and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to use a different pillow, same Glidden Premium. I'm just using the Eggshell because I have more of it on my bench. I used the last of the Satin on the bloom I just did. So we're going to go with the Eggshell here. Put a little bit more here, and I think I might spin this just a little just to get coverage. I don't care if it goes off a little. I just want to, when I swipe down, I've not done it this way before, so I feel like I need more paint down here. All right, plenty of paint, plenty of paint. All right, I am going to do, should I do this all with the black light? Because I'm going to do the same colors, same order, same cell activators, but I think I'm going to do the same thing I did in my last swipe where the I put the cell activator, I put both of them. I'll probably put the white first and then the copper. And then we'll go from there. So, you know what? I'll just do, I'll swipe it with the black light. Let's keep the light on for instructional purposes. All right, I'm going to put it up closer here. So we'll do, this is the neon blue. And then this is the neon green. And then this is the fluorescent chartreuse. And the fluorescent orange. I might be putting way too much color on, but oh well. We're having fun, right? I'm having fun. Okay, and then this is the neon pink, what I have left. So put it all on there. I don't need to save it. And then the fluorescent violet. And we have plenty of color on there. All right, this is going to be tricky now. If I'm going to do this under a black light. If you can even see that, probably not, but I love the glow. We got to do it this way. I'm going to start in the middle. That is so cool. I don't know if you can see that I got a smaller one for the sides. My whole bench is glowing. This is awesome. All right, now I'm going to flip it over and just do this little part here. All right, just a little bit here. Come on. They don't want to react. That's so funny. That's right. I'm going to use the smaller one for the sides. My fingers are glowing. This is so much fun under a black light. All right, last one. Okay, come on. That looks so cool under the black light. I hope it looks as good when I turn the light back on. I think I'm going to do a little squigglies, but I'm going to turn the light on. Look at that. It's like night and day. That's so awesome. I got some little white freckles in here. I'm going to poke them down real quick before. I think I'm going to put one down the middle just to kind of go along with our theme there. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to bring this over to the spinner box, and we're gonna tilt and spin it a little bit and see what comes of it. So I'll meet you over at the spinner box. All right, I want to spin this out because I don't care if we lose this, but I'm digging all of this in here. So let's just do this slowly. A little bit dark in the middle. I'd rather not lose some of the purple on these sides, but we'll see. Or you might not see this at all. If it ends up being really, really bad. It's almost like ghost cells here. Well, let's not point. This is actually turning out pretty cool. I am digging the ghost cells under there. Kind of want to go this way. Bring some of that green in. That's so cool. It almost looks like it's, again, it's underwater, but now you're seeing the neon portion of it. I don't want to take too much off because I don't want to lose that on the side there, but this is looking actually pretty dang cool. Yeah. I think we're about there. Just trying to save a little bit of these squigglies. Ah! I can't believe I just did that. I might be able to fix that. I've got way too much paint on my hands. Yeah, I can poke that down. I can't believe I did that. I don't need that. Here's what that one looks like. I'm going to bring this over so you can see it under the black light again, just as soon as I get it cleaned up. And here it is under a black light. Look at how cool that is. This is so awesome. I'm going to do a flyover under the black light, and then I'm going to do a flyover with just the regular light. This is so cool. I dig this. I was born in the wrong decade. I was born a decade too late. That is so awesome. And here's what it looks like without the black light on. It's still just the colors and the movement. Oh my gosh. I'm dying over here. If it dries just like this, I'm gonna be one happy girl. I love that purple peeking through. This is so awesome. I'm so glad I decided to do this. All right. All right, here's what it looks like. It looks so much better under the black light. It's very subdued. You can see all those cells that look like little ghost cells. And my, oops. But this is just so cool. Under the black light like that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, now I'm going to switch over to the regular light. All right, and here it is in the natural light. A bit more subdued, but you see what I mean about those cells? They kind of look like, I don't know, they're kind of ghost-like. And there's my oops, I couldn't save it. Whatever. But it almost looks like it's glowing from behind. I really dig that, and I hope it dries well. So I'm just going to do a quick flyover so you can see the detail. I'm super excited to see how both of these dry. It's like the green glow from within. All right, I'm gonna let these dry, and once they're dried, I will be back to show you them in all their glory. I'll be back. And I'm back to show you the dried pieces, both under the regular light and the black light, because this this has been really fun. And they dried beautifully, so I'm super excited that there was no shiftiness or anything weird going on. But here's the bloom in all its glory. It just dried perfect, and I love, you get a little glimpse as I turn it, you can see like the copper kind of peeking through. It almost, at first it looked like it was just going to be dirty and kind of icky brown, but no, it's these colors, while they're not for everybody, I absolutely dig them, but wait till you see it under a black light. So if you're one of those that loves black lights and wants a painting for under your black light, I suggest neon paints. They're so much fun. Let me get in here, and here's my little favorite purple cells. They didn't disappear. So cool. All right, so there's the first one. And the second one I wasn't sure about just because it was so orange. But again, excuse me, under the black light is just amazing. And it almost looks like it has a green glow from within. So I really dig that aspect. And this little oopsie here wasn't so bad. And I like the, I don't know what these cells were doing over here. They're like little ghost cells or shadow cells. Let me get up close so you can see what I'm talking about. See, they're kind of, they're almost hazy, but they're not. It's whatever's in the background kind of making it look that way. And I think that's super cool. And it's kind of happening up here. It almost looks like it's underwater and in an aquarium. That's what it kind of reminds me of. So there's that one. Now I'm going to turn off the lights and turn on the black light. All right. Never thought I'd be doing a video in the dark. Here's the bloom. Maybe over here. There we go. There's the full effect of it. It's just so awesome. There it is up close. All right, and here is the second piece. Like I said, they look so much better under the black light. This is just so cool. And those little shadow cells, I love how they kind of, I don't know, they get a little bit more magical under the black light. This one just really glows. It has just a green undertone. It's almost eerie, like those, I don't know, when you see toxic waste and it's neon green. That's what it kind of reminds me of. However, I don't want my painting to be toxic waste. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of like underwater and like the sea kelp and all the little greenery under there. All right, so there's that one. Let me turn the lights back on. I had a lot of fun putting this video together, and thank you again, Kirk, for the inspiration. This I don't know why I didn't do this before. Oops, my black light is still on. Because I'm a sucker for a black light and neon colors. So let me know what you thought of this video. Yay, nay. Try it yourself. It's so much fun. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.